This is a 1966 Dodge that I placed on a 97 Dodge 2500 diesel chassis using the full floorboard of a 97. It's been 2 years of off and on work that I documented in my previous videos. Still a lot to do, but I figured it was a good time to give you guys an update video and to show you what I have left to do. Ignore the halo that isn't on, by the way. I forgot to connect it after installing the turret. Starting at the front, the grille and core support is from a 64 and earlier Dodge truck, and the hood is from a 70, I believe. Headlights are Harley Davidson knockoffs in which I made custom headlight buckets for by 3D printing them for now until I can get them cast out of aluminum. I had to raise the truck 2 inches overall in order to fit the new Sweptline truck bed and make the body line match. The plan is to keep the original patina of the truck and paint the bed and the front headlight covers yellow to match. I used the original intercooler for the 97 and was able to stuff it all up front. Made the removable core support brace to mate with the 66 Dodge core support. The hood latch bracket was also custom made. I decided to mount the battery into the fender by making a metal box using my finger brake. I still need to mount the second battery on the passenger side. Eventually I'll make inner fenders for the wheel well openings, probably out of aluminum or maybe a thermoform plastic. The firewall is original to the 97 Dodge, which I sectioned to make fit to the top of the cowl of the 66. I kept all the clutch and brake brackets, including the Hydro Boost. I had to move the engine and transmission back 3.5 inches to clear the radiator. I couldn't use the original clutch fan with the truck, so I had to buy a special adapter that would fit a flex fan. One cool feature to the Sweptline trucks is the ability of the hood to go past 90 degrees. So I did end up replacing all the 4 step panels in the truck because they were all pretty rusty. I haven't put the seals on the truck yet, but I do have those. Original wiring harness for the 97, and the floorboard, since it was replaced, I used new vinyl flooring for it. The gauges are original to the 97, and I need to make a custom housing for them, since I'm too cheap to buy the good gauges and already have spent way too much on this truck. The seats did come out of the 97 Dodge, and obviously they need some work. I will be replacing the foam and adding some electric heat pads to keep my tush warm in the winter. I went ahead and bought vintage air system too, and it was the Gen 4 and it just fit underneath the dash. In the back I ended up using, of course, the 97 Dodge rear seat, which has a nice feature of folding up, which I couldn't fold up because of the big heavy tote on the end, but ended up making some custom brackets and moved the whole seat back 4 inches, which gives me a lot of leg room in the back to haul passengers. Still need to add the headliner. By using the whole floorboard out of the 97, it allowed me to save around 2 inches of headroom compared to the 66 Dodge. If I would have known this, I could have saved myself the 2-inch body lift by lowering the floor even further, but I didn't have the Sweptline truck bed yet to see where it was going to fit on the frame. I decided to repurpose the 97 Dodge fuel cap door and put it in the side of the bed. This saves from having the fuel tank in the back of the cab. I ended up finding a different truck bed and used the floorboard out of it since mine was severely beat up. The overall bed length was shortened 6 inches in the front to match the chassis wheelbase length and put my wheels right in the center of the fender. A big plus in using all the parts I could from the 97 Dodge is that I can go to the parts store and just ask for that specific year model for parts and not have to go back and forth between years. And it's kind of a better design drivetrain and it all matches, so might as well keep it one unit. One upgrade that I want to do in the future, which is notorious for this year of Dodge, is the Y-bar steering, and I want to replace it with the T-bar, which is a little bit more updated version of the steering. It won't wander as much. Overall, I'm really happy with how the truck turned out. It's come a long way from where I found it in the woods. I still have a slug of things to do before it's completed, like bumpers, door seals, seat belt, inner fenders, and I will try to document the progress in later videos. The original owner of the Sweptline gave me the truck, which I sold the step-side short bed and frame for $775. I bought the 97 for $4,000, then sold the flatbed off it for $1,200 and scrapped another $50. So the initial investment was $1,975, but then I started buying parts. You can find the detailed part breakdown in the description below.